Hi there. According to the latest data, up to 95% of startups fail. Across almost all industries, the average failure rate for year one is 10%. However, in years 2 through 5, a staggering 70% of new businesses will fail. And while most small businesses owners agree cash flow is the number one risk for small businesses, cash flow is also a blanket term, a symptom, as you will, of several underlying causes. When you Google what are the top reasons businesses fail, you will get these 10 indicators as major causes, which is procrastination, inadequate knowledge of regulations, ignoring the competition, ineffective marketing and ignoring customers' needs, incompetent employees and management, poor location, cash flow problems. However, I will make it pretty simple for you and narrow it all down to the one major cause of business's failure. It's Aleksandra Minto here, an executive coach and mentor, and today I'll show you that there is just one specific cause of an entrepreneurial disaster. Over 8 years ago, when I quit my job and started my own business, I didn't have any capital. In fact, I was still paying off my debts. I didn't have any business plan, business cards, not even a business website. However, what I did have at that point was my mind set for success. At that point, I jumped into the role of entrepreneur with calmness and confidence because I had spent around 3 months working closely with the best mentor in the area of human potential and success, Bob Proctor. During those 90 days, I was shifting my awareness and understanding around the most valuable asset we all possess, our mind. Our mindset is the way we think and approach life, and it's our awareness that plays a crucial role how we deal with this valuable resource. Our mindset refers to our attitude, which is our thoughts, feelings, and actions, our beliefs. So believing I can or I cannot makes me both right. Our mindset plays a central role in how we approach challenges, make decisions, and set goals. Most people go after what they think they can get rather what they truly desire. It is all down to our mindset. It is the way we think of ourselves and perceive what is possible or not for us and that is the major cause of our success or failure in life. We make decisions based on our belief system. Confidence is also a belief. We have confidence in our own abilities, competence, and judgment, or we lack that belief. Confidence is knowing and often arises from a positive self-belief system. When we believe in our capabilities and have a positive self-image, we're more likely to feel confident in our abilities, therefore take positive actions. If you have a strong belief that you can achieve something, you are more likely to take action and persist in the face of challenges. Confidence and belief can create a feedback loop. When you believe in yourself and your abilities, you're more likely to take action, and when you take action and experience success, it can further boost your confidence. For the past 8 years, I have witnessed many brilliant entrepreneurs failing, not because they didn't have what it takes to succeed. It was because they were operating with an employee mindset whilst they were approaching their own business. And their decisions were based on limited awareness most of us gained through our education system and environment we grew up in. If we come out of the corporate world and decide to pursue our career as an entrepreneur, we need to shift our mindset. Every business and its success is the reflection of the business owner. The business can only grow to the extent the owner grows. If we spend most of our life in a mainstream education, the chances are that we all have gained that employee mindset. You see, In most cases, mainstream education is designed to prepare individuals for traditional employment rather than fostering entrepreneurial and innovative skills. Mainstream education systems have historically emphasized the acquisition of foundational knowledge and skills that are valuable in traditional employment, such as reading, writing, mathematics, and specific subject areas. Education systems often rely on standardized curricula, testing, and grading, which limits opportunities for creativity and individualized learning. This often discourages entrepreneurial thinking as it tends to reward conformity. Traditional education doesn't always provide students with practical, real-world experiences that are essential for entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship often involves risk-taking, problem-solving, and hands-on experience, which is lacking in most conventional education settings. That is why most of us cannot make decisions for themselves. We ask the person next to us, "What do you think I should do?" And most of us are risk adverse. We are just not trained to be entrepreneurs, but are programmed from an early age that it is better to be safe than sorry and do as we're told. Moreover, in such fast-pacing world as we're experiencing right now, traditional education becomes obsolete and no longer relevant. Therefore, it is absolutely crucial to shift our mindset first if we want to be in the 5% of successful entrepreneurs. Success truly is 80% mindset and 20% mechanics. Even if we are given or we invest in the best and proven strategy for our business, it doesn't guarantee that we will actually apply this strategy into our business. Knowing is not enough because we often don't apply what we already know. Can you relate to this? Knowing is in our conscious mind, and it's the subconscious that has almost an exclusive control over our behavior. The subconscious programming we all gain by the age of 35 controls our productivity, our perception, risk-taking, our decision-making process 96% of the time. Therefore, shifting our mindset can indeed have a significant impact on the success of our business. Here, I'm going to share some examples and proof to illustrate this transformation. As an employee, one is generally risk-averse, as their income is stable and often not tied to the performance of the business. An employee mindset is mostly controlled by the belief that it is better to be safe than sorry, and we already have quite a comfortable position and the check coming in every single month. However, an entrepreneur understands that taking risks is necessary for growth. All greatest minds in history agreed that getting good at taking risks is the key to our success. Life is inherently risky, and I believe that there is only one big risk any ambitious entrepreneur should avoid, which is the risk of doing nothing. The world continues to evolve, whether you choose to participate or not. When we look at the companies that choose to rest on their past successes, only later we learn they declared bankruptcy. So whether we like it or not, we cannot avoid risk. My biggest breakthrough in my life was when I took the biggest risk in my life up to that moment, and I invested in my personal growth more than my yearly income at that time. It was a very scary decision, but deep down, I knew that my future depended on my thinking. I knew that if I really wanted to succeed, I needed to think and do things in a certain way. And if I knew what to do, I'd be already doing it. And I wouldn't feel stuck and frustrated with creating more of the same. So I needed to learn how to think as a successful entrepreneur. Even now, I continue to choose out of norm moves. I recently invested over £30,000 with potentially the risk losing it all, but the return on that investment alone multiplied. So my actions allow me to work less, choose my clients carefully, and have the time and freedom that I spend it with my family whenever it's needed. My priority is my family, and I'm absolutely grateful for having that choice. However, that has not happened by accident. I worked on it and I designed it. I made certain decisions in my life which were risky and had to shift my employee mindset. I also surrounded myself with other highly successful achievers who kept me motivated and held me accountable. Mindset shift allows us to seize opportunities that can lead to business success in a really big way. Another important part of shifted mindset is taking full responsibility for our actions, paying attention to our habitual ways of being, and being aware what we spend our money on. I've noticed a reoccurring pattern in people with an employee mindset who most times spend their money on stuff, trips, clothes, and so on, before they even consider investing in themselves. Somehow, they don't value what they have right here underneath. Successful entrepreneurs have a sense of ownership and responsibility for every move they make. They are aware of their habitual ways of being. They value their time greatly, as they know that time is the only commodity they'll never get back. They reinvest their profits into the business, and they always are on some sort of mentorship journey. Real leaders are constant readers, and they never stop learning. They are motivated to follow the path that has direct impact on their own growth and at the same time company's growth. A shift from an employee mindset to an entrepreneurial mindset leads a business owner to become more proactive in seeking solutions to challenges, making strategic decisions, and ensuring the business's long-term success. We just cannot shy away from challenges. We expand our awareness and understand the power within. And that power sleeps until we recognize it and bring it to the surface. Another important part between an employee mindset and entrepreneurial mindset is that entrepreneurial journey can be quite a lonely one. We need to recognize beforehand that loneliness can be a common challenge for entrepreneurs. Acknowledging our emotions is the first step towards addressing them. When we are prepared for moments of solitude, it won't come as a surprise to us, and at the same time, we can actively work on it. I, for example, have built a support network of fellow entrepreneurs, mentors, and friends who were on the same path as I was. That support network provided valuable advice and emotional support when I needed most. Also, reminding myself why I started my entrepreneurial journey was the key for my commitment and perseverance. I can honestly say that having the sense of greater reward from being on that path as an entrepreneur has massively outweighed the moments of loneliness. Ultimately, I was surrounded by like-minded people, and I could never go back into the world of cooperation. It's in our mindset and awareness, and when we expand it, there is no end to what we can create. Whereas the employee mindset will be looking for security, familiarity, and safety. This is an indication that we need to shift it if that's the feelings that are showing up for us. So working in a corporation always has some sort of cap, like cap on your earnings or cap on what you can do. Whereas when you are an entrepreneur, there is no end to what you can create with the right mindset. And that is the beauty and excitement on that journey. Another important part is around innovation and adaptability. Employees often follow established processes and procedures, whereas entrepreneurs, we are encouraged to think creatively and adapt to changing market conditions. The entrepreneurial mindset fosters innovation and the ability to pivot when necessary. So a shift in mindset can lead a business owner to introduce new products or services, embrace emerging technologies, or adjust their business model to stay competitive and meet evolving customers' needs. It really is not about the competitors. It's all about being few steps ahead creating. As my mentor used to say, amateurs compete and professionals create. Another important part between the two ways of thinking is that a business owner with an employee mindset may focus on short-term tasks and objectives and short-term gratification. Because we are programmed by our education system to get the constant reward or recognition rather than developing perseverance because of the long-term thinking. That is why being an entrepreneur might not be for everyone, because entrepreneurs have a long-term vision for their business. They are more likely to set ambitious goals and work diligently to achieve them because they think 5, 10, 20 years in advance. So what I often see with new entrepreneurs or even well-established ones is that they don't feel motivated because they don't get that constant and instant gratification. These examples demonstrate how a shift in mindset from that of an employee to an entrepreneur can lead to a more proactive, risk-tolerant, innovative, and goal-oriented approach to business ownership. While the transition may come with its own challenges, the change in mindset can significantly contribute to business owners' success by enabling them to think and act in ways that are more conducive to entrepreneurship. If this video resonates with you, let us know your thoughts. If you're thinking of transitioning from an employee to an entrepreneur, share with us in comments below. What's your biggest fears? Maybe you already are on that journey, and hopefully this information helped you to realize that most of us really need to go through that mindset shift in order to really succeed in our business, especially in the long term. In the end, statistics don't lie. However, we can do something about it. We can invest in ourselves and then see how that transforms our life and at the same time our business. If you are looking for mentorship support, this is exactly what I do with my clients. I work with highly ambitious entrepreneurs, helping them to achieve the impossible. We use a 90-day framework that helps them to achieve goals that seem impossible at first, but making them inevitable. The 90 days is all about the horizon line to the motivational factor in human spirit. If that's you, let's talk. Link to schedule a call is under this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you next time.